What's good on it, man? I wanted to talk about something called the Lattice real quick. So shout out to everybody out there who watches the video. So today, what I will be talking about briefly is the something I've been mentioning called the Lattice, and it ties into the work that I've been doing. I'm just getting things ready while the few people that do come in can come in or whatever. I'm just getting things pulled up as now. And this is all stemming off of my previous stream, my yesterday stream. Wrong thing. So right here, what you see, I typed in diamond lattice up here, and I just wanted to show that this is exactly what I've been showing. The essence of my stuff. This right here is the square. This is exactly the layout of my material and everything I have been explaining. The square that's within the square. This is just like the 8-point star, and this square that is in it, located in the inside, is making octagons. It's in the inside, just like the number 8 with the 45 degrees. But this square that is in the inside is making the square at where would be the 7 and 2 on my work. So as you can see, when you go down this, I know that this is drawings and everything, but it's all based off of facts as far as what we can observe, how things stack, and that's my point behind making this video too, to show as far as dimensions and things like that. Um, all of that ties into what I've been explaining because it's on 2D paper, but it goes to show even more than what I've been saying, how I've been explaining it. It's a multi-dimensional concept. Uh, I'm on my drive now looking for something to pull up a picture. Uh, so that's what I'm saying. Somebody could probably think that, how could something two-dimensional be responsible or tie into everything that's nature? You just drawing something on paper. That's what I'm telling people. Everything that we looking at, that's what I was trying to explain to people, which is it's kind of hard and complicated to explain that because you really got to have the mind in order to comprehend what I'm saying. When you looking through your eyes, yes, I know that um, you're witnessing everything three-dimensional, to sum it up. But what I was getting at and what I've explained to people is that technically, like when I guess the best way for me to sum it down is to, when you look at a movie screen, whenever you watch a movie screen, you're looking at a two-dimensional surface that's displaying three dimensions. And that's just like what it is to your eyes. When you looking at everything, it's just like a two-dimensional screen. That's why all of this stuff is made to mimic us in actuality. In the end, all of this material, the cell phones, the computers, the televisions, and all of that stuff is made to mimic off of us. Uh, so that's the diamond lattice you have right there. And you can see it makes a pyramid as well, which is part of what I'm getting at. So how does this have any type of significance? Because like I'm saying, for this diamond to be, and when diamonds construct themselves like they do, uh, based on the elements of nature and everything, this is the science that's going on behind it in any other crystal that is created. Uh, I pulled up the hourglass just now, um, and I typed in the sand. If I could, I'd zoom into the sand right here uh, to show to you what I'm saying. Now down, what I'm saying. Now down here at the bottom, you can see what is making a pyramid. That's where I'm saying and showing with the energy and everything with nature. Think about your human body. The human body is shaped like this as well. So as far as what can be seen and shown in nature and things like that, this is like the chakra system. It's just a double thing. Not just a chakra system, but just like whenever you eat something, this is the process of the body, the torso, torus field. This is shaped just like a torso, just like DNA as well. So contortion, which is twisting. So torus field, twisting. So this right here has to do with that as well. Electromagnetic energy and all of that stuff tying back. See, some people only listen when they hear certain words. You say something like a certain word like electromagnetism, a word that sounds super big and smart and stuff, then people think you going deep, when you going deep regardless anyway, they just gotta have a mind to see what you're saying, man. This right here is making the pyramid, the very pyramid that I've been talking about. The sand can be looked at as crystals. Some of you may know as well that sand is made incorporated with quartz inside of it. So this is all going back to what I'm saying anyway, about the quartz crystal in my previous yesterday stream. Because yesterday I was talking about New Jerusalem, so to say, things like that, the Bible, and synchronicities that I'm witnessing with myself, and just stuff that's already been laid out. That should. Now the thing is, somebody would probably say, "How does I already proved with that, that it's outstanding. Just the fact that out of all of the terrain, the various terrain that's on the earth, where they said that New Jerusalem would be located at." I'm typing in the question again so that people can see. I'm not saying and I'm not concluding on this. That's what I wish people could comprehend. I'm showing bare, obvious, synchronicity, period. For things to, of all of the terrain on the earth, Independence, Missouri, like I explained yesterday, if you took away the state lines out of all of the terrain on the earth for it to be, for the New Jerusalem to supposedly be here, and right by where I'm from, means a lot to me. And like I said, I would study this stuff a little bit more so that I could know, it might give me some insight as far as the design of the pyramid. I might hear or see something and make me want to, alter something. And this is the other thing I pulled up yesterday. This is what I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but I was just showing yesterday different things where it was saying that it would be a crystal. A crystal. New Jerusalem is crystalline and it's most beautiful of gems. No one, just crystalline. It was talking about how clear it is. Everything is see through and transparent and beautiful, radiating with the Lord's light. So, this is what I'm getting at with the quartz crystal. For people who don't know what quartz crystals is, they're one of the most, or they may be, I'm not just going to say, but they're one of the most clear crystals. Um, and they come in different colors. Amethyst is actually a form of quartz. That's amethyst right there. But you have different forms of quartz. This is a clear, you know, predominantly clear search that popped up right here. My point for bringing this up is that is one of the, like they just said, crystalline, clear. Quartz is going back to quarry, the word quarry. word quarry, what does a quarry look like? If you could look at a quarry, which is like a pit, like a hollow, like a um, hollow, a quarry from the side looks just like this right here, which is like an inverted pyramid. Um, and actually, a lot of places that you go, as far as quarries like this right here, which I was looking for, looks actually like how the pyramids could have been constructed when you think about it. If you just push the slope of these back as far as where you started the next row at, if you pushed it back, it would literally change the angle of the pyramid or this wall, so-called wall that's being made here. And if you did that 4 ways around, I mean, you pretty much would build a pyramid. I know one would probably say, but pyramids are hollow. You can go inside of them. Well, just as easy as you can, if you got the technology to know how to cut around rock, surely you know how to cut through it. I'm not saying that that's how they were built or anything, but I'm saying that that's something that I've noticed. And I'm pulling up quarry because a quarry is basically the inversion of a pyramid, basically, as far as its shape. If you could look at a two-dimensional version of a quarry from the side, it would look like an inverted pyramid. So that goes back to my name. My name is Corey. Like when people say, I know some people probably say, but Corey is spelled Quary. That's what etymology, the sound is what matters. That's what people aren't getting. It's not about the spelling of something all the time. It's about, the actual sound. So Corey is spelled with the same courts, Corey, court. Think about it like court. Court isn't spelled the same as quartz, like Quart, but court. It sounds exactly the same. Court, which is spelled different than Corey, Corey. It's about the core aspect because the court, what's being explained, is really the aspect of a center. The quarry, what is a quarry has a central aspect. Core, the core of something has a central aspect. Whenever you go to court, you are the center of attention. So you have to think outside of the box in order for I don't, it's not my job when I'm showing this stuff to explain word for word everything. Spend hours explaining word for word everything like I'm stupid or something, like I just ain't, like I'm not providing any type of facts behind what I'm saying. See, that looks just like a pyramid. It's about, if people are smart, they should have the mind to think outside of the box. I toss the ball to you, but you got to shoot the ball inside of the goal to make the shot to comprehend what I'm getting. I'm not gonna shoot the ball for you. Just because you might not get what I've been saying and showing these connections with myself, it don't mean that there's no connection, and it doesn't mean that I just say that I'm retarded in videos like I did just playing and it's how I feel. I feel like I'm retarded, but I just be playing though, man. I don't be serious. So Corey, when you look at what a Corey is, it's just like what I just explained. So a hollow, like a hollow tip, a hole basically. You know, a hollow is usually it can be in a tree. A hollow can be a hole that's in a tree, but in nature it's defined as, if I read you the definition, it would almost sound exactly like a quarry, but a quarry is man-made. That's what the difference is. Um, Having a hole or empty space inside without significance, you know, that's crazy. It's very I know a lot of people, as far as, because I've shown and proved, that this word here has to do, that's what my name Corey actually has to do with, you know. So it's contrary, that's how I'm treated, without significance, a hole or depression or something. But me knowing as well, that's what what would what would the universe or the earth be without the central point, without what we say is Polaris, without the North Pole aspect? Because see, this whole aspect is just like the North Pole. What would all of this stuff be without that central point, which is really what's keeping everything together? everybody always talks about retreating back to the center. So it's all about perception, man. A hollow, uh, forming or making a whole. What is a hollow in nature? A hollow, a low wooded area such as this is what I was looking for, a copse, or copse, however it's pronounced. A hollow landform, a small V-shaped riverine type of valley. Tree hollow, a void in a branch or trunk, which may provide habitat for animals. So that goes back to the tree of life aspect, a hole in the tree of life. So there you see what a hollow looks like inside of a tree. It's pretty much that's dope. The whole freaking tree is hollow. That's something else. But yeah, you pretty much see a hole that's in the bottom of the trees mainly. And if you thought about actually, if you zoomed out and went away and looked at this and looked at the flat ground, it would look just like a black mountain, and it looks like a portal as well. So when you think about a portal slash the North Pole, um, come on. See, I was looking for, dang, I should have known they wouldn't pull it up. But as you can see right here, this is what I was explaining to y'all about my work. I looked over. At the end of the day, what you witnessing when I'm showing the Nazca lines, that's exactly what you're seeing right here at this center point on this map, man. When you look at the 0 and the 9, when they split out exactly like that. And it's not just four. Why isn't there 5 lands right here? Why isn't there 6 lands? Why isn't there 7 lands? Why isn't there 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands? Why is there just 4, man? Because of what I have been explaining to y'all. Because of my find is what I have been showing with the if all of this stuff about electromagnetic energy, all of this stuff is true, then you can't get around the fact that 45 degrees is true. Anytime that you cut something up into 4 equal quadrants, the quadrants themselves automatically by default come out to measure at 45 degrees of an angle based on the central axis. You know, it, I don't have to go into explaining what the significance of 45 degrees is every video. Otherwise, it's just doing the same thing every time. But that's my whole purpose of every time coming back and showing what the add-on is, where the new information, or it might not even be 100% new, but it's and when I say it might not be, I'm talking about as far as the information that I'm providing in a video, just at the at the time. The information that I come with my findings regarding my own work usually is always, I can't even say usually on that. I'm cutting slack. It's always profound. you know, Nothing on the internet can be looked up to concur with it. Well, I mean, can't I ain't gonna say concur with it, but nothing can be looked up on the internet that is exactly what I've created, and that's just a fact. So this point that you see right here, which is actually a mountain, it's like a stone, and it's shaped kind of like that hollow that I just showed in that tree. If you would think about that, so think about the North Pole and the Tree of Life and stuff like that. That's also why with my work, I've with the or drawing the tree, the mother herb and everything, my mother herb diagram, which is flat earth cosmology. That's where I'm getting at with all of this stuff. So everything I've been drawing is basically the stuff from different perspectives. But when you look at the symbol that I've created itself, it's just like a crystal, man, which is my whole point in showing and making this video, because it's multi-dimensional. It's not just something that's two-dimensional. It's something that if you looked at, that's why I say this pyramid that wood, it's going to be built. And let me see. Dang, I wish that this was bigger, man. Okay, it is. Dang, I did the wrong thing. So that's what I'm saying. When you look at this from a different perspective, as you can see, these cubes right here, the crystals are turned at 45 degrees. But if you looked at the top of it from a top view, it would look exactly like the symbol I've been drawing. Just like if you look from the side view, it would look just like what I've been drawing out. So either way, either that's the thing about turning the stones 45 degrees, because every which way that you would look, it would all come out to look exactly the same. North, south, east, and west, it would all look the same, and no other pyramid, has been able to do that. So that's what will make that one stand out, and that's what I'm showing about the multi-dimensional aspect, because something crystalline, that's part of it. Um, so yeah, man. Let me see. And this is the quartz crystal structure right here. Uh, you see, you got this hexagon right there, and this one right here, as you can see, this is a very CGI detailed, descriptive picture of it. And if you pay attention to those numbers, like I've been telling y'all with the quarter aspect, 1/4 of 100 is how much? It's 0.25. 2 and 5 equals 7. So when you take this quartz crystal and the atomic structure of it, and you think about the cube, like I told y'all, if you look, whenever you look at the a hexagon, the center point is literally the the closest corner to you, and it's also the farthest corner away from you, based on perspective. So at the end of the day, that's creating a 45-degree line based on the center point. Whenever you look at the hexagon, and that's something that's predominantly used throughout nature by many different species. You know, we already know about bees and everything, but anyway, when you look at this quartz crystal here, and you place the numbers, like I was just saying about the numbers 2 and 7 and things along that nature. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I think I had sent it through not too long ago. Right, there we go. And this is what I had wrote out and showed. This right here says quartz, and quarter, as in quarter. 1/4 equals 1/4. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 4 and 5 are in parentheses to emphasize the significance of them. Dealing with 4 and 5 as polar numbers in my work. It is also, as far as a quarter, 0.25, like I said. 2 is in parentheses, plus 5, and 7 in parentheses to show the emphasis. Dealing with 2 and 7 as polar numbers in my work, okay? So you see that a square is right here, and you see that you take two 45-degree angles at the top, basically another a half of a square, basically a right isosceles triangle on the top and the bottom, and then as well on the insides. And upon doing that, that's what you get as far as this. This is my work as well. In the background, you have 0, 9, 0. You basically have the order of the numbers that I have with the doubling circuit. 5 and 4 are in the position of the where the sun and moon would be. They took the place of the 7 and the 2 because it's a doubling circuit. 7 doubled equals 5, 2 doubled equals 4. And if you think about the sun and moon, Leo and Cancer, and their fourth and fifth house and all of that, dealing with the zodiacs and stuff, sun and moon, masculine and feminine, it's all right there. So you see that I still got the same overlay with the square at the 7 and 2 to the 5 and the 4. Just like I was saying, those numbers have a huge relation. Wasn't meaning to exit out of that, but anyway. And this is the next one to continue what I was saying and show the pictorial similarity. Basically, you got the cube that would be right here in the center, just like you got the cube slash the square, like I was telling y'all, in the center point. And then you got the quartz, or the terminal points of the quartz at the top and bottom. You know, then I put it on top of this one that I was doing at the 7, directly at the 7 and 2 in the center point. Everything is based on the center point because there's a line that goes through everything in the center. So the line is right there going through the center of everything if you pay attention. Um, and it's supposed to line up right there on the center point. I didn't make it perfect. Not even the triangles are perfect, but you get what I'm saying. 4 and 5 would be up here at the top. 5 and 4 is at the bottom. It's stopping at 7 and 2. And it's if you place everything in the center, by default, it cuts things off at a quarter point. It creates the 0 through 9 circuit right there at a quarter point, and cuts the square, a whole square, into 1/4 right there. So this is just and this is somebody else's diagram. As you can see, they got the same thing I was saying with the hexagon, but they got the square and the whole aspect of it right there. So it's very much that there is pretty amazing to me. And I mean, just thinking about the fact of the numbers, the quartz aspect, quarter, 1/4, everything is named as it is for a reason, man. And this is just another diagram I wanted to show in relation to it. So yeah, man, I just wanted to make this quick video real quick and talk about this. I pulled up this one already. And this is the diamond lattice. Back to the connection to me. I'm from the diamond state, which is Arkansas. Uh, the unit cell red of a diamond is a cube. So that means that basically the smallest aspect of a diamond is a cube. These cleavage directions are at 45 degrees to the corners of. That's why with 0 through 9, the first things that will hit the ground when you do what you would call hourglass and everything with the sand, the bottom down there would be 0 through 9, which would make the ground line or ground zero, and everything else would at a rate go up and create a mountain based on the order of nature, and how it spaces things out. So yeah, man, I just wanted to show that and make that quick video real quick. Yeah, that's pretty dope. quartz crystals and the lattice. Not only quartz, but diamonds, of course, back to my home state. So I'm gonna leave that at that and peace out. I appreciate everybody who watches this video and peace.